EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Today, after a topsy-turvy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here, as it'll be the Jacksonville Jaguars taking on the Atlanta Falcons.
Logan Cook to kick off for the Jaguars.
Two clubs here, each looking to rebound from a Week 1 loss as we're underway on EA Sports. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. A run for the first time with Bijan Robinson. And he puts it in their loss. Had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. Here's 2nd and 3. And looking to throw, Penix. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete. He was looking for Michael Pittman that time. And it's 3rd and short. You look at this Jaguar defense. We know they're going to be tough to throw on. Top 3 in the NFL defending the pass.
And, hey, they were stingy in the opener. Didn't allow much of anything at all through the air. So now they come into Week 2 saying, hey, let's see if we can do even better. Let's try to get to that number 1 spot.
And this one's going to sail on him a bit, and it's incomplete.
I'm quite sure that they envisioned a much better start to this game when they practiced all week. But they failed on that 3rd down play. That brings up 4th down, and they'll probably have to punt it away.
And a fair catch called for and made just outside the 15-yard line. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up, 1st and 10. At their own 17-yard line. They'll run. This is Bashal Tutin. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I think we got to give it up for him right there. That's a heck of an athletic move for a big man right in the middle of the line. How about the play he makes there? Nowhere to run, and he finishes that one off for a loss.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Hey, run! Son, it's a same frame.
Lawrence. And this is taken in by Darnell Mooney. And they'll be stopped right at the 30. On a play that started back at the 15, they pick up 15.
16 yards.
His first pass attempt of the game, Charles, and the pass rusher's right there to hit him. But no fear, he delivered an accurate ball. Nice catch.
And you never want to see your quarterback getting hit, but it also sends a message to the rest of the team when he's able to take that shot and still deliver downfield. Showing a little toughness, and the team rallies around him. This could really help them on their drive. That's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stump that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Go, go. Go, go, let's go.
Now Lawrence. Got his man, that's Luke Musgrave. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. That one a pickup of 15 for Jacksonville. So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he's over midfield and into Falcon territory. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
Here's Lawrence. Short pass caught by Henry. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 30. A nice pickup of 17 yards.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
Fighting through, and he's got space. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 11 more on that one and another first down. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one. Here's Lawrence to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Thomas. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Looking to throw, Lawrence. That's complete to Mooney. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And that will bring up 3rd and 1.
Third down.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
Hey.
On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. Just a yard, but that's all they needed. And by the slimmest of margins, it'll be 1st and goal. A stop there on 3rd. They could have held him to 3 on this opening drive. Now they have to bow their necks on 1st and goal.
And if I'm looking at this from the offense's point of view, that's a big-time pickup right there. And I'd go right at him with another momentum play. I'd go quickly and attack him because right now they'll probably have their heads down a little bit since they didn't stop him on 3rd down.
It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on 1st down.
Now motion left with Mooney. Lawrence will throw. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
That's an early scramble that can be viewed positively by either side. From the offensive point of view, it begins to establish him as a possibility to keep it on certain plays. And defensively, they avoided giving up a huge play in one of their first tests in containing a quarterback on the run.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal.
Red.
Now Lawrence to throw. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Mike Hughes. And the Falcons are going to have the football at their own 1-yard line.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 1-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. But the good news for them, they got the football. The bad news, they have to go 99 yards here as they start this drive out on their own 1-yard line. Joshua Hines-Allen there on the stop.
Really shouldn't be a surprise. It's going to be hard to move people in this situation. You know they're going to bring the pressure defensively. Because I remember playing in these spots, and my coach was always saying, don't be afraid to try and create a safety, too. They're going to bring pressure.
On 2nd down, another shot for Robinson. And he'll get this only up to about the 3-yard line. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down. Looking to throw, Penix. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked picked off by Tyson Campbell. Well, they were obviously backed up, had a little bit of space from the goal line, snapping it from the 3, but still trying to throw it, and...
Yeah, exactly. This is where hindsight is 20/20 comes into play, right? Seems like a good idea to throw the ball there. Maybe you'll surprise them and catch them off guard. Instead, you've created a turnover and put your defense in a bad spot.
They'll try and set up the screen to Tootin. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. The Jags picking up the first down there, a gain of 12.
And that's not a play that you see all that often at the start of a drive, but some teams, they don't mind doing it. And that one, well sold by the offensive lineman. They showed the pass, and then they got out into space, able to get some good blocks downfield and allow the play to be successful.
We're scoreless after 1.
Hey, Lion.
They go play action now. Lawrence. Complete. Hunter Henry with the grab. And a couple of yards as they move it from the 21 to the 19. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
And they'll come up 2nd and 7.
Lisa 24.
Out of the gun, it's Lawrence. Finds Tootin out of the backfield. And the Jags are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
Here we go now on 1st and goal.
Great job.
Play action. It's Lawrence. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Jamal Dean. And the Falcons are going to take possession here at their own 3-yard line. CD, when he went to throw that, I'm not sure if he just didn't see where the defense was. Whatever the case, not the throw you're looking for on 1st and goal.
Not at all, because, look, let's face it, that close to the goal line, if you throw an interception, is going to hurt on any down. But really, the only down you can kind of live with is if you do it on 4th down. The first 3, if you don't have it wide open, just get rid of it. Make sure they can't get it and live to fight another down. 1st and goal, you throw the pick, not good at all.
That'll go for a gain of 13, helping big time to get away from that end zone. 1st down.
A promising sign there from an offense that hasn't done a whole lot to this point. Nice job to locate the open receiver. And it's good yardage and a 1st down to open the drive.
So that last play gives them a little more space now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 16-yard line. Robinson gets the toss on the right side. They'll get him to the ground at the 20, following a pickup of 4. The Falcons had 0-1 on the year following the loss in the opener. And listen, they knew last week they were in for a tough fight on the road. But now here's the home opener and a chance to get things right.
And I like the way that you presented that, because the bottom line is they didn't come out of that loss discouraged. They just came home and said, hey, if we do what we're supposed to do, protect our home turf, we'll be just fine.
A play fake. Now Penix. Throw out wide, going to be incomplete.
They certainly thought they had him surrounded and probably thought they were going to get him on the ground and get the sack, but he's able to elude that. And even though it threw it incomplete downfield, if you're a defensive back, you're loving the pressure that you're seeing from your front.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Here's Penix. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. This is fielded at the 27. Here we go as a 50-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to?
He's got a man complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
And what great recognition between a receiver and his quarterback, because he's going to recognize the trouble, and then he has 2 options. Cut off the route and come back to help, or head straight down the field, and he chooses the latter, and it turns into a huge play.
Kill.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
23. 11, Agate. 13, Luke.
Hunter now will go in motion left. Now Lawrence. He'll get this out to Tootin. And he'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That one a pickup of 15 for Jacksonville.
Well, they'll use him a lot out of the backfield. He had 5 catches a week ago, and he makes another catch here for good yardage.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Hey, Ginger. Done.
Off the play fake. Here's Lawrence. Well, this will be caught by Mooney. Even with the good move he showed, he'll be brought down short of the 15. Just a gain of a couple there. And that's going to bring up 2nd down.
Hey, kill. Hey, easy, route.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And here he'll get it down to the 7. He's exceeded his receiving yards from a week ago, and we're still in the 1st half. It's a 1st down. That's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. They just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again. It's largely been the air attack that's gotten him down here, but now is where you start to lean on that running game. That's a good pickup there on 1st and goal.
Hey,
they'll try again. And once again, this defense very stout. They stop it for no gain for the 2nd straight play. Not able to get a single yard there, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
Hey, Lion. Hey, Soko, high. Here we go.
Back to throw. Lawrence. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Lawrence's pass intercepted.
They're coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive.
2-yard line.
Now the handoff to start it out. Robinson. And he was very fortunate there to get out of his end zone. He maybe got back to the 2-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
At the 2-yard line.
Back to throw now in his own end zone. That's out wide here for Robinson. And they'll get him down right around the 11-yard line. 1:55 left to go in the 1st half of play. 3rd down and 1. Robinson will try to pick it up. And a broken tackle helps lead to a 1st down gain. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
And the Falcons.
Well, after an interception, last thing you want to do is go 3 and out, give the ball right back. They avoided that.
Yeah, you definitely do not want to do that. I remember in college I played with a really big-time player on defense. We ended up getting an interception as we passed the offense coming out. He told us, if you don't take care of this football, you'll dance with me later. You definitely want to take care of it and pick up first downs.
Second and 5 at the 25-yard line.
To the air, Penix. Quick throw here, that's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. From the shotgun, it's Penix. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Second down and 3. Penix to the air once more. Short throw caught by Pitts. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
They'll throw with Penix. And he'll throw this one away, but I don't think he was out of the pocket. No, here comes the flag. Yeah, he hadn't gotten far enough away from the pocket to throw that football away, and that draws the flag.
Yeah, the old tackle box, right? Get outside of each tackle, and then you can go ahead and throw it away, and you're in good shape. But if you're back there in the pocket, you got to make sure of what you're doing.
They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly second and long. Right back to Pitts again. Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
For a tight end, he's got good straight-line speed, and on that route, he's often the guy that gets overlooked. Nice job there of finding him in stride for really good yardage.
So here's a first and 10 at the 38. Throwing again, Penix. Now he's going to step up and run. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half.
You know what I like about that play? He didn't try to do too much on first down. He took what the defense gave him, put together a solid game to bring up second and manageable. Now they have a couple of plays to pick up just a few yards and a new set of downs.
So on second down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. They'll put it down right at the 40, so call this a 50-yard attempt. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And we have action on the scoreboard just before halftime. It's 3-0. Well, they got the turnover and were able to drive it down, Charles, but ultimately in the end, the defense holds up, and they only come away with the 3 points.
Yeah, they gave up a lot of ground, but when they had to, they settled in and prevented the interception from leading to 6 points. Because you never want to see turnovers turn into any type of points against you. But better to give up 3 than 6.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And with Lawrence's arm, they may give him a shot to let this thing rip downfield. We'll see.
11. Go.
Final play of the half. It's Lawrence. A short throw to Musgrave. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. These This offense is seemingly still back at the hotel for the first half. 3-0 our score as the second half gets underway. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36.
First and 10 at their own 36-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive.
This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
A quick throw out wide to Mooney. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, second and 2.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up second and 2 at the 46-yard line.
From the 46, here's second down and 2. Will set up shop at their own 46-yard line.
So the opposite of what they envisioned when they left that locker room, a turnover on the opening drive of this third quarter.
I like your identification there because that's exactly what they discussed in the locker room before they came out on the field. Let's get the ball, let's go down and score, put some points on the board and feel good about it. Not an insurmountable lead, but definitely not how they saw it at halftime.
They'll wind up losing 11 on the play. And it'll be a second and long.
Back at the 35-yard line.
Straight ahead, it's Robinson.
And he'll be brought down just shy of 45. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first.
And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this third and long play as we'll get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. And the Jags with 5 in the secondary now on third down.
And looking to throw, Penix.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part to get them the football, but you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away, and it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
Big runner Williams there on the stop.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
Now Lawrence. A short throw to Musgrave. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
30 left. Hey, danger.
From the gun, it's Lawrence. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. A big play that time on the catch and run. And it's going to yield a new set of downs. Now this offense hoping to avoid the 0-2 start. They trail, but they've got a 1st and 10 here.
13, Luke. Go, let's go. Here we go.
They go play action with Lawrence. He gets it to Thomas. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Now a fake on the jet sweep, and they'll instead run up the middle. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up 2nd down. 2nd and 7, operating from the 34. Here's Lawrence. That's to the tight end, Musgrave. And he's going to be touched down, but he's got the 1st down.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
Clark Phillips there to stop him. A good action to this point in the 3rd quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Can we just take that run and turn it into a kind of a clip and save? Because that tells you everything you need to know about this drive. They've been moving the ball awfully well.
Safe on red. 11. 11.
Here's Lawrence to throw. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now 4th down.
Cam Little for the field goal. A 39-yard attempt.
And his kick is indeed good. And now we'll get a stoppage here. There appears to be an injured Falcon on the field. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. Field goals all we've had so far. 3-3 now as the kick is away. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Now this game, it has obviously been all about the defense on both sides of the football. Which offense is going to break through here? We'll see if they can do it on this drive. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup.
And that's the kind of play this offense needs to maybe kick them into gear a little bit. They've been stuck in neutral much of the game. Perhaps that can give them a little bit of confidence that big plays are out there.
Well, looks like they'll move things around here. On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 54 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Play fake, and they'll throw with Penix. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. A gain of 8 there on the play. And they'll be left with second and a couple.
Good, sure hands there from a guy not accustomed to catching a whole lot of passes. But how about the way he was able to pull that one in and pick up good yardage?
Robinson up the middle. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Back to Robinson now on first down. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
At the 31-yard line.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. It's been a tight, low-scoring affair thus far. 3-3 is our score heading into the 4th. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Now Penix. And that is incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. That's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Looking to throw, Penix. He'll try and do this himself. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This to break our 4th quarter tie. This battle of field goals at 6-3. We still wait on the first touchdown of the game, but a second field goal now makes it a 6-3 score.
Yeah, I know a lot of people would call this the definition of winning ugly. To me, this is gorgeous. I'm a defender, right? I love these kind of games. The tension is high. Who's going to make the play to win it? And right now, that field goal may be the advantage they need. And when you're facing a deficit on the scoreboard, you're just looking for something to get you right back into the game, and that's the spark that they were looking for. They got it with that big return.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this 4th quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ballgame. That'll give them 8 that time. And that'll bring up a 2nd down in just a couple.
And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable 2nd down.
And Thomas has it. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down.
A 7-yard gain. That's good for the Jaguars. First down. First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Now Lawrence to throw. That's complete to Mooney. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
10 yards on the pickup.
A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches.
On red. Here we go, sir.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. Fights through, and now a crease. Touchdown, Jaguars. Bayshore Tootin. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Jaguars have taken a 4th quarter lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that will make this a 4-point game.
Falcons 6. Logan Cook to kick off for the Jaguars.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line.
And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one.
First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. 16 more on that one and another first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And a good-looking run there as he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18-yard line. 73 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Here's Penix. This is caught by Robinson. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Bijan Robinson, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Falcons answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a fourth quarter lead. Atlanta's 11 ready to go, and they kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the fourth quarter. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Here's 2nd and 7.
Hey, listen, 11. Hey, Ginger, touch.
Lawrence will throw. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he had a nifty little deep juke move, but he stopped shortly thereafter. It'll be a gain of 5. And that's going to bring up 3rd and 2.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
Hey, tomato. Here we go.
Looking to throw, Lawrence. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Jaguars first down, and he's going to have it by plenty. Able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 2.
First down. And 8-yard pickup.
Hey.
And the Jaguars first down.
Here we go.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. He's able to force his way through one man, but he can muster only about a yard on the play. 2nd down.
2 yards.
So from the 26-yard line, here's the 2nd and 8.
We're at 23. Hey, Soko, behind. Hey, kill. Go.
Out of the gun, it's Lawrence. Off to Thomas on the left side. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down.
What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage. And here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
Sink right.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started.
Sometimes I think these defensive tackles get a little bit of a bum rap. We just see them as big guys that eat up blockers for others to make tackles. Oftentimes they're quicker than they get credit for. And this time he uses quickness to make a play.
Lawrence. He'll get this out to Tootin. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. Heady
on that one, huh? Getting out of bounds before the 2-minute warning. They get an extra timeout, extra opportunity to move the ball downfield. Very smart football.
Well, this feels like a late season game, even though it's just week 2. Here's a big third down. On play action, Lawrence able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be touched out here, but not before he does pick up the first. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. Here we go, first and goal. They'll run with Henry. And this play doesn't work at all as he's going to be marked down behind the line after the dive.
A loss of 2 brings up second and goal.
The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Let's go.
Lawrence.
Now he'll tuck this and run. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. He was unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
This crowd doing all they can. Here's third and goal.
Hey, Tinker. 11. Go.
Throwing now, Lawrence. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
With that incompletion, reality is staring them right in the face. This entire game is down to the next snap.
So on fourth down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here.
A 20-yard attempt.
And his kick is right there. It's good. And we are all tied here in the final stages. So a big kick to get this back to even. Now the worry is, did you leave too much time on the clock? Because another field goal the other way, that does you in.
You're exactly right. You didn't get into overtime yet. So now as a defense, you've got to think to yourself, you can't play prevent defense and just give up big chunks of yardage in front of you. But you also can't let anyone behind you. So you sit right on the line between the two, play the best defense you can, and not make it easy for them to move the ball downfield.
They'll throw with Penix. London holds this one in.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
The 33-yard line.
To the air, Penix.
And he will find his man on the outside.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
A great job by our clue on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch.
2 timeouts still available in this final minute. It's 1st and 10 now. And looking to throw, Penix.
And this is thrown to the sideline. No receiver in the area, though, and that's going to bring out a flag.
Here's 2nd down.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
That's caught by Pitts.
They didn't get out of bounds, but that's okay. They need one more just like that to give themselves a chance.
The Falcons going to use the second of their time. Timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game.
What can they come up with here? It's 3rd and 7. Penix to the air once more. Going for Kyle Pitts again. He's got him again.
And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds.
I thought maybe when he caught, he'd have a good chance of getting that first down, but that's a nice job of holding him up and preventing him from getting to the sticks.
And with just inside of 10 seconds to go, they'll burn their final timeout. 9 seconds left. So this is certainly a tough test here in the early career of the rookie kicker. And we've got a timeout. 9 seconds remaining. And now this game's going to come down to the right leg of their kicker. This from long, very long range. And that one will be no good. He never had it on line. It's well wide to the left. And a costly one there as this game remains tied here in the 4th.
Boy, that's a big-time letdown there. You work yourself in position to win the game, but the kick winds up no good. And now you've got to regroup as a team, get the energy back up, and get ready for overtime. And make sure you pump him up, too. He may be needed to try and win it again later.
Hey, I'm gun. 11, Agate.
Here's Lawrence. And that's going to be incomplete.
Incomplete pass there is probably the best scenario going, because if he catches the football, clock's probably going to run out in that situation.
So on is their kicker, and it's down to this. 2 seconds on the clock. This for the win. And this is off target to the left. Didn't get there anyway. It's no good.
And here in overtime, a quick reminder, the game no longer ends following an offensive touchdown on the opening drive. Both sides will have the chance to possess the ball unless there's a defensive touchdown. In that case, the game will end right there.
So the Jaguars going to get possession of the football first here in this overtime session as the kick is away. And no return here to begin the overtime session. That'll be a touchback. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They have fought hard to reach this point. They've got the ball first. Remember, though, even if they score, it would quiet this crowd, but it doesn't end the game. But a chance to put a solid drive together here and at least get 3 and hopefully for them a touchdown. I don't want to overhype it, but this is a big early season game, especially an overtime win. That can give you a big boost going forward in the season.
It certainly can, and I don't think you're overhyping it because cliches go out the window when you start to play overtime. And you're right, the winner of this game now, that's an extra boost moving forward. And it actually is an extra hurt for the team that loses because normally you shake it off. But in this situation, it lingers a little bit longer.
All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up third.
Brandon, I think he's just grateful to get back to the line of scrimmage and avoid not just losing yardage, but a big hit on that play as well. That defense closed on him quick and forced a quick surrender out of bounds.
And they need 5 yards on third down here to keep this opening drive of OT alive.
Go, let's go.
Now Lawrence. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Jags first down. They needed 5 there on third down. He winds up getting 7. Charles, you get into these overtime situations, that's not a bad guy to dial into.
Well, when you have to have plays, especially in a spot as you just described, we're in OT, you've got to go to the guys you can trust and you know are going to make the plays. Well, they say, it's not the X's and the O's, it's the Jimmys and the Joes.
Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a first down. Well, good start for him under center here in overtime, now 3 of 3.
And this is where you have to know who you have playing quarterback. You've got a confident thrower right now, someone who's taking care of the ball, but not being timid as well, and is moving the team downfield. That opens up your playbook and allows you to dial up some big shots if you want them.
Here's a handoff out of the gun. And a solid run down inside the 30. 90 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've got to hit the jackpot there.
Take right open.
Here's Lawrence. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Jalen Walker. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9.
3rd and less than a yard.
In need of a 3rd and 10 conversion to keep this opening drive of OT alive.
11, Agate.
Now Lawrence. Oh, it's intercepted. Hooked up by Jesse Bates. And the Falcons are going to have it with a chance to win the game here in overtime. He had the interception woes in regulation, and now they carry over into overtime. And on the other side, CD, all they need is a field goal to win it.
I'm glad you pointed that out, Brandon, because he has not been sharp all game long. He's been rather loose with some of his passes, and this one might cost him the ball game.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They start on the ground with Robinson here. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on second down.
Next score wins, but remember, this will be a tie if the period ends with no scoring as they work on second down. Short throw caught by Pitts. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because there should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
He finds some way to turn this into positive yardage as he struggles forward for a pickup of about 2.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
2nd and 7. Now Penix. The ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
And now the Jags going to signal for another timeout. They'll be down to just 1 remaining as we step aside here in overtime. Looking to throw, Penix. Out to the right and complete to Pittman. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25.
And the hitch route is run really well. That jab step off the line of scrimmage by the receiver, which is designed to back up the defender and give him a little bit of space. All you want there, get that space, catch the football, and then make a move and pick up extra yardage. And that's exactly what he got done there.
And I know you, with every carry, especially in overtime, you're just saying, if you're that ball carrier, hold on to the football.
Hold on to it, protect it, but not necessarily settling, because you're trying to get to the end zone. You're trying to end the game right here. And I know the defensive guys, poking, clawing, raking, trying to knock the ball free and protect their end zone.
Yeah, like you alluded to, especially this part of the field. On second down, another shot for Robinson. And he is close to a first down as he's tackled at the Jaguars 16.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And Williams is going to be stopped short of the yellow line. He did not get there.
I apologize in advance, partner, but the beefeaters on the interior of this D-line, you just know they were licking their chops on 3rd and short. And yes, they were rewarded with a tasty dish, stuffing that one short of a first down.
Now the timeout comes here in the waning seconds of this overtime as we could be set up at long last for a potential game winner. So this is certainly a tough test here in the early career of the rookie kicker. And we're going to get whistles in a timeout with 3 seconds left in the extra session. And now it all rests on the right foot of their kicker. This to win it in overtime. Oh, he left this one out to the right. That's a bad miss. No good. And this game will remain tied. So into overtime and all the way to the end of overtime. They have a chance to win it. Couldn't convert on the field goal, and we end in the very rare tie.
Don't see it very often. We did discuss it as we began overtime that because it's a regular season